So now it's time to apply an edge rounding to those sharp edges, and to do this we can use the round tool. So I'm going to select the round tool, select my first edge. You see this one has a radius of 100, the default one, which is too big. So I click it and type in 1, and then you can go ahead and click all the different edges as well. And as you can see, the value of 1 then is being carried over to each edge. But be careful that once you placed it and click, you might not by accident drag that yellow radius widget, because you could by accident then change the value. But because this is parametric, we can change it while we place those radius widgets, and also afterwards, once we apply the rounding, we can still change it. Now you could of course also select the edges of the other 3 dials as well, but to make life easier for Alias, I'm only going to select 1 unit and then click apply the rounding tool by pressing here build. And now that's, for example, the first button with everything nicely rounded. So here we are now with 3 buttons finished, and the right one isn't. And actually I can't, because every time when I try this, Alias crashes on me. The reason for that is, if you compare those 3 buttons with this button, you see there is actually a surface edge on this button. I tried only selecting those edges and see if Alias will do it. That worked perfectly, but the moment I tried rounding those edges here, because of this shared surface edge, Alias crashed. Normally it shouldn't really crash, but unfortunately it does. So how could we fix this? Well, we could maybe draw a center line and then use it to trim off the right parts of the top and the bottom dial, and then delete this one. However, that would partially destroy our construction history, also add another step to the construction history that creates those buttons, and that is not really a good manner, because you increase a complexity in an unnecessary way, because you want to achieve a certain geometry with the least amount of steps. So to fix this, unfortunately, there's only one way, and that means I probably have to delete the complete surface and backtrack to my sketch. And you can see that this curve, that is the cross section for our rail, is actually the reason why we have the surface edge here. Because the edge of the surface rail starts here and then sweeps around the center till here. Here it ends. So that's the reason why we have 2 edges there. Now, if we take this edge and move it down to here, so it's inside the gap which we're cutting away, we will then later end up with 4 dials without any surface edge on them. So let's try that one out.